did Denmark have colonies or official trade stations between 1620 and 1861, according to Peters book, Vore gamle tropekolonier? So, in which countries in Asia did Denmark have colonies or official trade stations between 1620 and 1868, according to Peters book, Vore gamle tropekolonier? And bonus information. If you answer one country wrong, it's okay. We won't make any fuss about that. If you answer more than one country incorrect, it's a problem and you won't get any points.
Number 2, we should have the status from the pull-up. It went very, very well. All teams except one team received 5 points. And do I need to say the team that only received 3 points is of course Jonathan's team. And I should say from the jury, we are not even cheating yet.
What is the first round?
Okay. So, round 2. What democracy sounds like. We've chosen 10 more or less authentic historical clips for you. So, maybe one of them is a little trick. I hope you'll get that one. Otherwise, I'm sure Peter will tell you. Sound bites. Some of them are quite short. Some of them are quite not loud, quite quiet. So I'll try to turn up the music, and I hope I won't blast the ones in front here. Okay. Let's see. If maybe I start this very low, and then I'll turn up the sound just.
Performance of state bureaucracies are so important to the health of democracies around the world. For many people, democracy is not actually an end in itself. It is a value.
Who is this?
We all share. But
answering the question, who are we listening to and what is the context?
Secretary of State would have been Hillary Clinton if it was just No, it's
Singapore and China, that's very very good
Good guess.
we can come back to that.
Okay. Is it better if I hold the microphone like in this?
I'm very glad to be able to take part in this celebration in St. Louis on Human Rights Day. Ever since the Declaration of Human Rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, was passed in Paris in 1948.
Политического выбора, кроме демократии. При этом хочу сказать и еще раз даже подчеркнуть, мы разделяем именно универсальные демократические принципы, принятые во всем мире. Однако российская демократия – это власть именно российского народа, с его собственными традициями народного самоуправления, а вовсе не реализация стандартов, навязанных нам извне.
So, who was this person and what was the context?
Senhoras e senhores, o Brasil hoje acordou mais forte. A grandeza das manifestações de ontem comprovam a energia da nossa democracia.
So, who was this? And what was the context? This might be what we in Danish would call en Finte. In German, eine Körpertäuschung. Or in English, a trick question.
Up to now,
No more help.
everything is difficult.
Und das Volk hört! Hey, der Piloten sagt der Piloten! Sein Kollege ist ein Stopp! Sein der Piloten sagt der Piloten! Hey, kleiner Stopp!
And what is the context?
That was the second World War, yeah. Second World War.
Ready for soundbite number 6? Here we go.
It was possible Jack and I would get a seat on the bus, but however, there was another group getting on ahead of me. And when they voted the bus ahead of me, I did get on and saw one vacant seat that was.
Just to be watched, so like the bus boycott.
And again we change the language.
Heute eine Regelung zu treffen, die es jedem Bürger der DDR möglich macht, über Grenzübergangspunkte der DDR auszuweisen. Die 12. Abteilung des Ministeriums hat der Ministerrat beschlossen.
Question: who is this talking and what is the context?
He was not very well prepared. He just spontaneously speaks spontaneously. I could see him.
So, the next soundbite was very difficult to find, which is why it's not very loud, so please be very quiet now.
Нашата път да бъде въведен като задължителен предмет в официалния македонски език във всички училища при СКК.
Soundbite number 9.
I have found that people describe me in many different ways. Some people call me the girl who was shot by the Taliban, and some the girl who fought for her rights. Some people call me an However, others still call me that annoying bossy sister.
Okay, that gives us now some points to the groups, and we are in the jury. We can only say extremely happy to announce that Team Chillax is dead last with 6 points, and we are still not cheating. That number 2, that team that have got the second most points with 17 points in total, that is Team Viben. But the leader in the moment And here I have to say, the rest of you, now you really have to begin to fight, because we not want that trophy to go to the same people again. It is Team Soundbites with 18 points in the moment. The rest of the teams, you have between 10 and 14 points, just so you know that. Number 3, that was also quite well. You could all recognize Vladimir Putin, the greatest democrat in the world. At least what he was speaking about was democracy is the only political choice for Russia. And it was in 2012 an address to the Federal Assembly of the Russian Federation. It has nothing to do with the Crimean Peninsula. Question number 4. I think actually everyone found out because there was said something about Brazil that it has to do with Brazil. It is the president in the moment, Dilma Rousseff, that was speaking. And it was in 2013, and it was on the reaction on demonstrations against the government before the World Championship in football concerning better welfare and democracy in the country. Soundbite number 5, that was Charles Chaplin, the great dictator. Number 6, that was Rosa Parks. Number 7, that was Günther Swabowski about the Deutsche Demokratische Republik before the war. Number 8, that was Georgi Dimitrov, leader of Bulgaria from 1944 until 1949. Before that he was leader of the first international. He was also had to do with the little Reichstag fire, but here he was speaking about Macedonia, Macedonian language and Macedonian people. Number 9, that was Malala. I will refuse to try to pronounce the last name. And it was the Nobel Prize speech in 2014 about women's rights in Pakistan. And at last, number 10 was Margaret Thatcher. And it was the dead parrot sketch from Monty Python, also known as the Blue Norwegian. Okay, that changed a little bit in the position. We still have as our last team with 22 points now, we have Team Chillax. But they have really improved because there's many teams that has between 23 and 25 points. And then you have a shared second place with Team Wieben and what the fuck was it? Play the Blues. They have 29 points. Which means that our leaders are Soundbites with 31 points.
What's happening now is that we're having round number 3 and then number 4, the picture round, together. And after the picture round, after you handed in your answers, there's another very short break, and then it's really going downhill towards the finish line with round 5 and 6. Okay? So, round number 3 is a traditional question round. It's a theme round. Theme is democracy. And I wish I could say to you that we have had all of Peter's Bulgaria questions, but not yet. So, round 3. Thank you. First female minister in Denmark was a social democrat who became a minister in 1924. What was her name? And bonus question, which ministry did she preside? So read the second question and you'll have 80 seconds altogether. Which person reformed the Athenian democracy around 508 or 7 BC? What is the name of the Hanseatic Republic that controlled the trade with herring at Skanør or festival in the medieval period? Hint, it's either situated in Germany or in Poland. And last Bulgarian question for this day. The constitution of which country was the model of the Bulgarian constitution of 1879? And bonus question, what is the name of the country that primarily opposed this constitution as the model? wrote the Declaration of the Rights of Women and the Female Citizen? And question 6, what is the world's biggest democracy? Meaning, which democracy has most voters? What is the world's largest democracy? Bonus question, what is the world's smallest democracy? In a play from 1839 by the British author Bilbo Lytton, a historical French person says the line, "The pen is mightier than the sword." What was his name? 8. Which countries in Europe has a woman as a president or prime minister? Every correct answer gives you 1 point.
Right now?
Oh.